Hi, in this video, we're going to just add some positive reinforcement and feedback onto the game. So let's get started. So here's the game is where we left off. If I were to do this, y of x plus 1, um, I get it right, I would have something like this one. Now, I mean, this thing is just a little clip art. Um, it's really easy to just grab clip art and you just sort of slide it onto the graphics view, and then once you do that, 2 points will be created, which you can attach to something. I ended up having a just making an ellipse and then um, attaching the 2 points that were part of this to this. So I used this right there, attach the 2 points to the ellipse, and then I put added animation to it, or I just clicked on the for each of the points, which I think were yeah, these two. So I just if you go into this, you'll notice I just for the basic, I just clicked animation on for both of those points, and that made for both of them going around in different directions. One of them went around decreasing, one went increasing. But also, I had to make sure that, and this is really an important thing when you add animation. Animation can interfere with the functionality of a game. So you need to make sure that the animation is taking place during downtime, during time when there's not processing going on. So in this case, when I press new problem, I want to make sure the animation stops. So new problem is this one right there, and you'll notice in object properties for the script for this, I say start animation false. So I'm stopping the animation once I press new problem, and also I'm returning both these points back to a point, which you don't necessarily have to do. But then for the once I'm sorry, for check answer, I say if correct, which is the name of a line, equals G. So that's it. If I get it right, that's what that's saying right there. Start animation true, otherwise start animation false. So I'm basically just saying I want the animation to begin if it's true. Otherwise, like don't start the animation. So I'm trying to basically control the animation because as I said, it can affect the functionality because there's a lot of processing with numbers and stuff when it moves around. So the other thing that you just have to be aware, or you just have to make sure that you like inputting information in these buttons. You also have to make sure you go to the image itself, this image, and you just say when will it show up. So it shows up if these two are correct and when switch equals 0. Remember, switch equals 0 was the variable that I threw in to distinguish when we were on the new button, the new answer, or the new problem, or the check answer phase. So when we were on the right now we're on the new problem button is showing. When we get to the one where the check answer is, that's when it won't show up. So right now switch equals 0, and that's also when the clip art shows up. But when the conditions for this are for this button are switch equals 1. So and that is also different from the condition for the switch equals 0. So this coincides the picture switch equals 0 coincides only with the new problem when the new problem button shows up. So if I go like this, now suddenly that's gone. I don't want this to be shown. It's sort of just the foundation of the path for the clip art, so I'm going to get rid of it. But so I'm going to do this again, and so I have a new problem here. I said y equals 4. So this time I'm going to do it improperly. So let me just do it like this, and then we'll say check answer, and this is what I have showing up now. So if I get it wrong, I also like to, show them where it should have been, where the line should have been. I mean, if you're doing stuff like inputting into an input box, sometimes I'll put what should have been in the input box right here. But in this case, since we're just graphing, I show what the graph should be. And you'll notice this, or let me say, this will show up only when switch equals 0, which is again when this button shows up. So it only shows up then, and if correct does not equal G. So those are the two conditions when this shows up, because I don't need for this to show up if correct equals G. If those two lines equal to each other, I don't need for this to show up, because they're already getting credit in there, that thing running around saying that you did well. So that's just sort of the last step that I take when I'm making a game. Just adding that positive reinforcement and feedback, so that the kids know how to do the next one.